Guys, I'm having a crisis because I think I just like broke my mic setup like 5 minutes before starting the stream. I think I've just made everything sound worse. Definitely louder. I feel like I'm peaking like a madman. It's how did I break the compressor? The problem is I don't know what my settings were before. Oh well. Bad audio it is. I genuinely having a crisis here because I was like, I hated how echoey it sounds in this room. So I've just straight up bought the acoustic phone 2 minutes before starting stream. Complete impulse buy. Which is my usual MO, to be fair. Thanatos, thank you for that. Good to know you tipsy. I trust the opinion of a tipsy man. Hang on, I'm just gonna have a quick play because I feel like it's peaking on kind of louder sounds. So what if I drop this down? Yeah, that seems to stop it peaking as much. Okay, cool. Night, Isaiah. Thank God for that. I think it sounds okay. I could do a lot to improve my stream audio. I mean, like, video recording, I have to do a hell of a lot of, like, post-recording edits to make it sound any good. It's the room is just way too blank. What the hell is Spotify gonna play once this song finishes? I need to hang on. I'm gonna watch this. More Gustavo, or is it just going to take you straight to my actual playlist and get me DMCA'd? Oh yeah, more Gustavo. Hey, well done, well done. All right, let's just play the game though instead. I can actually hear the echo on my headphones, but that's just how the room is. I'm having quite a day of it. Switch to the Payday 3 cam. Oh, and I look washed out, guys. The setup's got me having conniptions. What a week after I streamed last. It was like Wednesday or Thursday, and I was like, "Oh, yo, guys, I'm feeling much better." I just got mega sick. You look like how I feel right now. Great, thank you, Thanatos. That's definitely the alcohol talking. Hello, Deathwish. I'm about to tell you, it's been great. Other than the fact I got super sick. So the video I was working on's a little bit delayed. I got a couple of things in the pipeline. Wow, that makes it sound like we're running a smooth operation over here. We're not. But yeah, if the voice sounds a little odd or gravelly, that's partially because I just messed up the filters on my microphone, and partially because I'm still getting over whatever grabbed me. Thanks, Deathwish. I'm much better. I wouldn't be streaming otherwise. I was pretty knocked out by it, and then work hit me on the back end Thursday, Friday. What kind of cops you farming? Potato cops, cabbage cops? Not crops. We're farming the boys in blue. This is basically going to be a recording stream for me, and I wanted to record some online games. And I did consider just queuing into randoms, but I feel like I should stream. Get the boys involved. Hey, Rodrigo Skills. I think I've seen your name down in the comments. I'm doing all right. I'm much better now. But we're going to sweat it up for what is effectively the best build video. I ain't calling it that. It feels like it's getting a bit tiresome, you know? Also, it's just a car, really needs an actual suppressor, doesn't it? Hello again, Cheese Man. Drunk hostage taker build? Hell yeah, this is what I need. Storybook Hook, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Worst Payday 3 builds? You know what? I'm considering it. Finally, the subreddit recognizes me. Alright, let's game with some people online, though. I actually used the solo no bots mod the other day for the first time. It's amazing if it weren't for cloakers. It's honestly the most fun way to play the game, and then cloakers just ruin it. Even if you're rocking disengage, like, they're probably gonna get you at some point. Any game impressed me during Summer Game Fest? I was working super late last night, so I saw bits. I immediately got the Liza P DLC, and then found out that you have to be on Chapter 9 to play it, and my character's like somewhere in New Game Plus. So that was the only thing I acted on. There's so many Souls-like these days. There's so many like Asian-themed games. Everything's gone down that like Wukong Sekiro rabbit hole. Resi 9 was a pretty cool surprise for people. I'm not super into the franchise, but I can still see the gravitas of the announcement. Let's hit up a party pad. Why not? Why not, hey? I don't have Hostage Taker on. I expressly don't have Hostage Taker on. What am I queuing, by the way? Am I queuing friends only? I'm on autopilot, boys. Humston? Oh, that's a name. After they fix my friend list, I feel pretty confident actually accepting people. Look at this! Players online! Payday 3 is back. Hoping to see something from the new Wolverine game. Yeah, a bunch of stuff leaked from that, didn't it? That was one of the ones where like developer information was leaking. Den of Wolves? Yeah, as much as they love going through Jeff Keighley, nothing from the Den of Wolves boys. Am I just queuing? You know, I'm queuing friends only. Get in here if you're keen for some Saturday night heisted. New update when? Jeez, man, I am a strong believer it might be sooner than we anticipate. And I don't say that because we already have access to it. I mean, we don't. I'm not sure they're going to give us the old 3-week early treatment again. I think early access and release of content will happen, but probably not quite as early as we had last time. Most anticipated game this year? Guys, I'm not kidding. While I was sick, I put like 70 hours into Elden Ring Night Rain. It's my game of the year. It's so flawed. I love it. So I've already seen my game of the year. I don't know what am I anticipating later this year? Maybe the Donkey Kong game. I just got a Switch too. Some people seem to be mad about that. Maybe when that finally gets a good game that isn't Mario Kart. Mario Kart's a good game. No one else hopping in. All right, we can do this. And then, guys, I mean, I might just end up like queuing with the community. That's gonna be a shocker. I don't know when I last did that. Whoop. Pray for good RNG. I want the worst possible RNG, so my gameplay looks even snazzier. I thought this just opened on that side. Switch 2 equals no games. No, didn't you see? It's got Payday 2 on it, man. What more does a console actually need? By the way, I'm running the big boy build. The classic, the OG. Payday 3 launch day, 4-plate blue armor, except now that shit is indestructible. Yeah, I'm a sucker for buying Nintendo shit, even though the company pisses me off. So there I go. There I go consuming again. It was one of those impulse buys when I saw pre-orders were back up in the UK on Amazon. I was like, go on, you know what? Let's do it. Hostage Taker? I can't wait to see Hostage Taker on this highly hostage-full heist. God, the FSA is disgusting. Come on, Ollie. Can't believe you did this to us. Yeah, I'm a low-key believer that 4-plate blue might just be the best way to play the game. It's certainly the, least... it requires the least brain power from me, okay? And for reference, that's always a good thing. Maybe duos is just the way to play, man. Yeah, we're stepping back in time. You got a Switch and sold it for a Steam Deck? I do think Nintendo has, some absolute banger exclusives that no one can compete with. I bought my original Switch to play Monster Hunter on, though. I didn't even get it for, Nintendo exclusive games. Hey, Lou. How's it going? Still stuck on the Nintendo Switch version of Payday 2? I got a video for you coming up. When you get a new PC, I certainly recommend you get Payday 2. The game goes mega cheap, and if you liked it on the Switch, you'll love it with all the updates. Guys, I can't believe this. So I've been doing a lot of research on the Switch 2 video. Version. Not video. Obviously, it's going to be a video. It's just too interesting not to. That game is on, update 127. For reference, that's 2016. How have they done this to them? But yes, you can. Can you get another Joy? No, just the original, unfortunately. Oh, my setup's so clunky right now. I'm halfway across the desk, and I shouldn't be. Payday 2 on PC might be just one of the most bang for buck efficient purchases you can make on Steam. Bold call, I know, but I could believe it. He's dead, Jim. Where do they even take the bags on this heist? I have no idea. Just over there. All right, mate. Least inconvenient. You loved it on PS3? That's actually the only version that's even earlier than Switch. The Safecracker edition. What mods would I recommend for Payday 2? I mean, once you've got a HUD you're set up with... Oh, I tell you what. Upcoming video alert. Also, I will be playing around with some of the crazier things you can do with ResMod. Now that's a recommendation. Ignore the AW. Wait, is that even right? Yeah. That looks like I've just put malware into the game. Don't click that link, boys. Chains dropping ammo? They told me it wasn't possible. The vocalizers? I did showcase that on one of my recent videos, if I remember. Good lord, it does let you spam. Hey, Ender Boy, how's it going?
It's the key to good technique.
All my videos on the beta of Payday 3, oh god. That was a time, wasn't it? Let's go HCL, MU, CS, team player. You guys are welcome. The hell? Did that just open early, or am I losing my mind? I'm gonna blow up. Must you? This is the alcohol speaking again. Proper Armor 2.0 build showcase coming up? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I genuinely think I was 90% there with the pre-launch video I made. I think that I missed out a couple of like real standouts. Got the bag from Starbreeze during the beta? Did I? It must still be in the post, dude. The irony of it is, some people did get the bag, but they got the bag from Plyon. Like your boy Angry Joe. I was pretty shocked he like went back and covered the game again, Plyon as well. Why are these guys so like disinterested in me? You just don't lose armor with blue armor, dude. Too tanky. Am I max renowned? I'm not, Enderboy. I'm not. I'm not even close to that. I don't know when I last played on the main account, other than for the update coverage. All the other update coverage was on the other back end, the special super secret Starbreeze back end. The new heist is out. Yeah, this is the PP heist. Party powder. It's kind of a loot 'em up. Invented a genre. I'm having whatever Ollie had when he was balancing this bad boy. On that Smurf account. I do have the Yell Want Smurf account, dude. Game sharing makes it so easy. Yeah, originally I wasn't running like the grit play up setup with this, but I just think that's dumb. I think you'd be crazy not to. I'm gonna, because we can't scroll up, I'm gonna have to go luck again, Erg. It's a 6 out of 10. Fun to gun deep as a puddle. Yeah. I do think the other partners who made early access videos slightly overplayed their hands with their titles. Ouch. Brother, that stung. What he doesn't know is he's finally activated my final form. Before the PlayStation stuff happened? What PlayStation stuff we talking here? I mean, there's been plenty of stuff. 2363. Is this even overkill? No one's doing damage to you? 60% TR, dude. Except that sniper did actually pop me, so big mad respect to the snipers. But yeah, I cannot remember when I last dropped the difficulty below overkill. Chains out here stealing my kill. One of the things, like the sniper buffs does mean that basically they're the only dangerous enemies on the map these days. Stealth on Switch feels so random. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't booted it up because I want to share my entire experience with the game front to back. But yeah, I mean, it's before stuff like the desync update, so God knows what's going on with like bodies. Epic Games, right? No, there weren't really too many more updates after the Epic Game stuff. We do think that there might be another update coming up in the next few weeks to months, maybe. Will be interesting to see.
Nice work, big guy.
They use electricity.
We healing up here. Anytime you get low, just whip that sociopath bat out. Well, hello. Oh no! Oh no! Should probably go kill that sniper, shouldn't I? Kills, please. Yo, that actually... Did my sociopath eat that? I think it did. We're huge! With the sheer amount of damage resistance you have up, it just can't break through you. Sociopath. Crazy stuff. Pay to win. What's the best heist to level up? Depends what you're leveling. If you're just talking about to level XP, it's probably Boys in Blue. That thing is damn efficient. Unless you're like with a team speedrun or something. Well, First World Bank's pretty good. Longer heist, but it's still fairly efficient. Pew pew pew.
The smoke is cleared away. Snipes are commonly found.
I don't know, I'm kind of trying to show that you can get away with doing dumb stuff in front of snipers, but I'm not sure how successful it is. Hey, Nuclear Burrito. What a name. Is this heist worth getting? I said in my video, probably not. The prevailing comment, though, was like, dude, it's only $5. Goddamn brokey. But, I don't know, I think you should be... discerning with your money, says the man who just bought a Switch 2. The update's worth playing, though. Armor 2.0 is, like, 100% one of the most impactful updates we've had so far. Probably even more than, like, the CrimeNet update and stuff. Because I think the CrimeNet update was heavily, like, anticipated. And then it came out, and people realized, wait, this has no gameplay implications. And all of my problems with this game relate to the gameplay. Maybe the Browning is the play for killing snipers. Switch 2 hardware is really outdated. I mean, dude, Mario Kart's popping off. It's running great. I do think Nintendo do a lot with little. I think they are good at that. They definitely maximize how at least their first party games look. Not a Nintendo fanboy, by the way. I'm legitimately like considering buying Cyberpunk on the Switch 2. That's how few games it has, because I've actually never played it before. Thing is, it goes super cheap on PC, which does make me feel a bit daft for considering it. Shooter 51. Any relation to the Suda 51? Thank you so much for the sub over on Twitch. I like my little console. I don't regret the purchase. I should probably help cook a bit, shouldn't I? Suda 51 is my cousin. I don't believe it. When's the next No More Heroes coming out? Riddle me this. Also, why is the Browning goated? They were on the good shit when they made that. Probably the weapon I was least excited for in like Payday history. Actually one of my favorite weapons of all time. So, in case this build isn't obvious enough, it's basically you're running 4-plate, but are you really? You're actually just running 1-plate to get all the benefits from Assassin's Metal. While constantly like healing up your armor kit, sorry, your armor plate, which is essentially covered by the fact you have like almost permanent uptime on adrenaline. How do I get there quickly? I could have sworn there was like a shortcut. Hello. Remember to fear the bulldozer. Only reason for a Switch is Switch exclusives. Yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe Cyberpunk 8 to play, but here we are.
highly combustible.
I'd say this, I've got a perfectly good PS5 sat there doing nothing. My partner did say she was finally going to make use of it and play some games, but... yeah, the Switch was perfect for her as well, for that exact reason. Like, she enjoys a lot of those sort of indie games, Metroidvanias. Also, I gotta remember my roots, dude. I started playing, like, Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii 15 odd years ago. This is where I came from. Stop! This weapon remains too ammo efficient. I can't even activate my combat reload. I have no idea if this is a fresh batch. I was kind of waiting for someone else to do it so I could do mine. The funny thing about Payday 3 on like PS4 and Xbox One now though is like, sorry, Payday 2 is that most of the heists they couldn't get in, they just couldn't get to run. And ironically, half of those are now like not even in the PC version. Unless you'd already opened them because of all the licensed content disappearing. Depressing stuff, I know. Holy!
Snipes are commonly found.
Your boy's got disengage. We're so back. Can't say it, but he's got it.
Has its limits.
Did I see a sniper? I'm mostly just confused now. Rip the dozer. Oh, the damage resistance on your adrenaline's insane as well now. There's the sniper. Come on, Brownie. We got him.
Population decreases.
We got him. I need a QR code.
Shocking conclusion.
Love it when the zappers run around with no weapon out. Really is my favorite mechanic in this game. When are they going to add the 5.7? Yeah, shields are kind of irritating. More actually penetrative weapons would be nice. I think giving the sniper its penetration buff back would be a decent start, though. How do we feel about the final charge going on for so long and like starting super early? I'm pretty lukewarm on it. I don't mind it, because you're not really going to get trades off on this heist anyway. They need to add Deathwish difficulty. I think you're going to see some like pretty sweeping edits to difficulty in some of the upcoming updates. Because like this was definitely a step in the right direction in some respects for the cops. They just kind of over tweaked us as the heisters, like we're too strong. You love the absurdity of Payday 2 towards the cops. I mean, that absurdity is like, it's on its way back. Hello. I don't know whether you've seen it after the update. They brought it back to some extent. I didn't even notice my armor go missing. Don't know why, it hardly made the sound. We're still missing a bag though. But I'll do it. Where's the kick button? Hang on. Let me find out. JK. I'll eat that one. I think if we need to do 2 more cooks, I think I know what the ingredients are.
Heavy artillery required.
You're not a fan of the ways Payday 3 is getting goofy? I think... Rip the boy, I'm so sorry. How will I ever make it up to you? Hang on. We're going mano-y-mano.
Shields down.
We love that. The socio heals so good as well. Like, for reference, I have a lot of health. Ah. Well, that problem was dealt with swiftly. Right, I'll do next. Feet picks update when? Whose feet are you after? Gotta be Clover, hasn't it? I know your type. Like that lucky fella. Yeah, my arm is breaking just silently for some reason.
Snipes are commonly found.
They can't stop coming. Alright, Blaze has the last one. They what now? You heard. Blame Shade. I ain't waiting for this shit. I like my mech medium rare, dude. Don't give me that well done. Ouch.
Marksman on site.
These guys have like insane angles on you.
Sniper down.
Can I find me a bulldozer, please? There's one. Oop, that froze my game. That's good to see. That's good. They finally found a way to kill me.
Nice work, big guy.
Okay. Hi, kid. It's insane how quickly you get back to full health again now. If heist endings were more interesting, yeah, Shooter, you're 100% spot on that. The only heist that does it really well, I think, is Fear and Greed.
Target is out of service.
I think Fear and Greed pretty much nails the apex section of its heist. Helm jacket. And then I'll run a weapon that isn't this absolute beast. Or run like the Ziv or something. The Ziv kind of pops off, dude. I feel like they underrate the Ziv.
Sapper down.
Please tell me you didn't blow it up on the final one.
Shocking conclusion.
Nice try, dummy. Snipe me, I dare you. Look at that, you eat the sniper shot, dude.
The toughest defense has its
Did you see how Sociopath ate that shot? There you go. The pay to win DLC. It's the only way. Hang on, I gotta help him out. I got you, brother. I know you were in a hurry. Sorry, I'm a bad teammate. I can also eat shots in the back. Yankatek, that's filthy. This is a PG-13 stream. I think they also did a half decent job with no rest. Yeah, my friend. I'm sorry, your build offends me. Isn't the game Peggy 18? Yes. Doesn't mean my stream is. Well, it's a funny one, isn't it? You guys might have noticed all the update videos and trailers have been doing ass on the Payday official channel. That is partially because interest is on the decline, but also it's because they're all age restricted. So if you're not logged in, even if you're more than 18 years of age, you can't see it. Just pretty annoying, and it must be frustrating for Starbreeze and whoever's making the trailers. But maybe it was a Plyon thing. Maybe after Plyon go away, we'll be fine. But that shit kind of annoyed me because the trailers would be good and then no one would see them, and it would, I guess, reflect poorly on whoever was making the trailers. Let's fear and greet it. Yeah, and Katek, I'm streaming on YouTube at the same time, so I don't think I can repeat that. Thanks, Irk. Thanks for stopping by and assisting in the heist. Set a friend request on Payday. Whoa, lots of people did apparently. Sorry guys, sometimes I am a little on the slow side. Need something to spend our money on? We sure do. Aren't you buying your C-stacks for the great C-stack charge? I feel like these things are gonna be, you know, we're gonna have like the Great Depression, and whoever hung on to their C-stacks is gonna be the new bourgeoisie of Payday 3, while the rest of us are in the proletariat. We have to rise up. Communism 3, my favorite game. Farming kills. Yeah, I need it for the leaderboard sprint. I just couldn't think of the stream title. I'm kind of out of ideas these days. I will avenge my friend. How are you gonna do that? The way you said that reminded me of the "don't you guys have phones" thing. That does seem like the kind of foot in mouth thing I would do. I am stealth incarnate, dude. Beep 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 beep. This might be a problem. They do have leaderboards, yeah. I thought they were ideal video bait, to be honest, but never got around to it. It's red. Yes, boss. Yo, I'm kind of lagging. That was that was a risky maneuver, dude. Mate, this is not what I want from you. Payday 3 beta vids? Do you know, I kind of forget what the reception was during the beta at times. It was the pre-release stuff that was filthy dirty. I seem to remember there being a little bit more critical thinking during the beta. Maybe not. Maybe not. No rest, to be fair to it, is like an absolute highlight of this game. Pre-release bad, beta good. Right. There's gonna be a new heist. You think it will be a new character? I think it should be a new character. I think it won't be because I think that's just a higher risk for the marketing team. You can see why they might be inclined to like bring someone back because they just think it's gonna get clicks. It's like giving it a clickbait thumbnail. Sokol, let's join the fight. I want to like Smash Brothers style introduction for someone. That's the only way I'll be happy if it's a returning character. Unless it's Jimmy. The least likely of characters. Want your boy Sangres? I've seen a few Sangres calls for his return. Same with Duke. Kinda sleeper hits. Remember when the Ziv Commando was a meme? This is who you called ugly in 3rd grade or whatever the phrase is. Least likely is Hector. God rest his soul. He will be missed. My favorite web series character. You know what really shocks me is they never had more fun with the whole Hector is dead thing.
Snipes are commonly found.
Like, he never came back in a Halloween update as a zombie. That feels like wasted real estate. I just remember this was my job. I gotta respect the commitment to the hostage take a bit. We know they'll bring back H3. I feel like he might have some very different voice lines in this game. There we go, speedrunning again. I do feel like Payday 3 is at its absolute best when you're playing with teammates who don't have a goddamn clue what's going on. Maybe I should get my boys in to play the game who've never touched it before. Sydney would be cool. Again, a surprisingly likely one, bearing in mind she's quite accessible. My armor! How dare you? My armor means nothing to me. Those first 3 plates, just weakness leaving my body. Sangres is infinitely quotable. You gotta give him that. What is bro talking about? X4 for the code. Is mag throw good now? I only say this because I'm running out of ammo on my Ziv. Maybe it's time to start running mag throw for the boys. Where are you going, mate? Am I not good enough for you? Understandable, have a nice day. I mean, look at that. No wonder people are running out of ammo. Well, we had an ex-cop heist. I think that's really underutilized real estate for Payday. You guys might remember during the competition where Duke was added, the heist that I was most excited for the potential of getting was this concept of a guy who was like a bulldozer who'd lost his shit, gone crazy. Sorry, brother. You might have walked in front of me on that one. I will be blaming you. Zero responsibility. What the hell? You're pissing the cops off and they're just like randomly punching us. My eyes are hurting, lads. I miss my FSA, guys. Can I get my sociopath, maybe? There we go. This should help. Bobblehead Bob, like the one dude still at the studio. Plausible. Very plausible. You bastard. I thought he was cuffing. You just have... Sorry. I didn't kill him. It's a miracle. I've still never like legitimately got to the guitar section. No, let me swing. Yeah, I've never got to the guitar section legitimately without using the old reset bug. Captain Winters, yeah, with like severe PTSD. I'm here for it, man. I think it's got real estate. Hey, that's 3 tasers. Just a couple of tasers. You know how it is. Can I hope back to shit's the bed? I said my pet theory is at the very least it's going to get delayed. Based on the fact that they still haven't got partners for the game, and Adolf said himself, like, partners want to see more of it. Makes me think, I can't be that far along, right? So, yeah, whilst I'm not sure it will shit the bed, so to speak, in fact, they might end up having to send even more resources its way. I do think Payday is going to be the one thing keeping them going for the next few months, the years. But don't worry, guys, we got the PUBG version. Who's excited about that? I'll give him $10. Heavy investment, that dude. You seen what Starbreeze A have been doing recently? It's not been a pretty sight. Cannot guarantee you will not lose $10 within the day. Well, damage range drop off, huh? This thing up close can be an absolute beast. Don't sleep on new Ziv. So just that dude just falling over. This is why the stun skill is incredibly good in this game. Sir, do you want to look at me? Look at me whilst I shoot you in the face? Not my problem. I got that bad shield matchup. See if I can solo this dozer real quick. Come on, muscles. Oh, not really a solo, is it? What the hell? There's so many tasers. What does it say in the like 12 Days of Christmas song? How many tasers tasing? Because I think you can finally live it in Payday 3. The Browning's just filthy dirty, man. It's stronger than like half the primaries in the game. Was that the cum controller?
Get ready to kick.
I think it was just a damage one, unfortunately. No foamy foam party for us, boys. My aim is all over the shop, isn't it? Look at that though. Bloody dozer deleter. You gotta give it to it. Those dozers of mischief.
You can't just
7 taser. Yes. Thank you. You guys are better fans than I. I think maybe you can have about 4 tasers tasing at this point. Nice shot, loser. Got a 4-2-1-6. Calling it in like it was. Here we go. Calling it in like I'm like air traffic control or something. We got a 4216 up in here. I hear the dozer. I'm ready for my 1v1. Mate, it's like a Payday 2. Oh, this guy's actually got problems. No! I fully stripped him naked, at least. My favorite. Damn, they got me. Whoa! My screen is having a little spasm. We're in the red section of the game. I'm kind of trapped in the corner, but it's fine. Because I have an endless source of smoke grenades. Yeah, I think the 3-plate armor's gone off. I've gone off it just a little bit because the single point skill is just so good. You might as well be running it, which means what really makes that so special doesn't really matter. There we go, someone's popping off with a bat. Get him, Glace. Suddenly, my boy went flaccid.
Impenetrable.
How do I do so much damage with those guns? Honestly, it's just the Browning, man. The Ziv, good for dozers, not great for like heavy swords. But yeah, this is, I think you can, the best weapons in the game right now, and it isn't even particularly close, are the shotguns. But the Ziv is maybe the only SMG that you could switch in with any of the shotguns and still have a pretty good time. But my goal here is just to prove that my armor setup is so filthy that it doesn't really matter what I'm running with it. I don't need the FSA. As nice as it is to have the FSA. Try doing that in Payday 2? Yeah. Honestly, when I go back and do challenge runs, I have like a 5 to 6 heist reacquisition period where I remember how to play that game, as opposed to getting away with every bad play in Payday 3. Yeah, Overkill's too easy. Deathwish solo with no AI, I do think that's a real sweet spot for in terms of challenge. I think I'm lucky we have that difficulty, because I can tell you I would not fancy doing it all on death sentence. Hello from Australia. How's it going, Bracken? What's the weather like? It's chilly, right? Weather in the UK just got filthy dirty again. It was absolutely fine. In fact, it was more than fine throughout all of May. Nicest my birthday month has been probably in my lifetime. Like, what the hell? Get into June. We're all over the place. What I was trying to do there wasn't smart, whatever it was. Wait, no, I've not used it. There we go. This is the part where the saxophonist just pops off. Sir, can you look at me, please? Hello. I'm sorry. I feel kind of bad for that. That feels like it was on me. Deathwish for Payday 3. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, because I think they're determined they're going to balance Overkill better first. Which I also appreciate, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I'm ready for some new difficulty.
Sniper down.
Pouring rain and windy? Yeah, that sounds about right. We got that pouring rain. At least it's not windy in the UK. That's when you know you're having a bad time, though. Do I hear a techie?
Smoking skills.
I don't know why I'm not just hip firing this thing. It's way better than ADSing with it. The pink machine. I've been thinking about getting this game. Is it worth it? Is it on a heavily deep discounted sale at the moment? Because that does massively improve the equation. I believe it is, right? It was like Ocean Day or something. In which case, some of the DLC heists are really good. So if you're able to get all the DLCs, there's definitely fun to be had. But it's always going to be a buyer beware situation with Payday 3. It's always an online game. We've got no confirmation it's ever going to not be an always online game. So unfortunately, no matter how good it gets, it might one day disappear. What the? You just got actually turned into dust in front of my eyes. Evaporated. Oh! I nearly took a dive.
The sniper population decreases.
Just try and hurt me. I'm indestructible.
A fall can result in blunt force trauma to the head and cause brain swelling.
Yeah, the replayability is a little bit limited. You'll see in this stream, like we'll go at it for 2 hours and then we'll be like, okay, we've Payday 3'd for the day. Just one of those things. Yo, Glaze was popping off, but I killed the most specials, so really, I'm the MVP. I threw my friend off the roof. He's going to be bobblehead Bob. I don't think even Bob's taking that fall. I'm going to be honest, Thanatos. You spent almost £130 on this game? Cheese man. Same, well, I've spent more than that. I have an unopened PS5 Collector's Edition because I was like, yo, I make content for this game. I should probably own that thing. Get me in that Collector's Edition Discord. I'm sure all the conversation in there is 100% above board and people aren't losing their minds. No way, no how. People are losing their goddamn minds. Let me tell you. What did you expect, huh? Alright, I've got my recording, but let's just do some gaming for gaming's sake, you know? I've heard people say that. Yeah, I think if you enjoy Payday 2, the game is moving in that direction, to be fair. But, have a look on the CrimeNet on Payday 2 and just look at the relative number of heists. That should be the immediate reference point in terms of how much content and time you're expecting to be able to sink into the game. And like I said, if you get it deep discounted, like 20 quid for everything, and you're happy with how many heists are we up to now? Start with 8. We've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 heists. Some of which are larger than the smaller Payday 2 heists, but for the most part, they are lower stakes. Just Unreal, I think. I do feel like they've really held themselves back with Unreal 4. In some ways. Yeah, that Twitch drop is really nice. I should probably try it at some point. I've only just installed the fixed version of the mod loader. Hello, the Numby. Payday 2 has had 12 years to make content. Yeah, super valid point, but it's the rate at which it's doing it that I think concerns lots of people. Let's not forget it was 3 months between Jacket and the next heist. Don't think we can afford another 3 months now, but it's the rate. How many new heists did Payday 2 have within its first 2 years of development? Quite a few, I believe. Payday 2's gunplay is still so good. I still get a big kick out of Payday 3's gunplay. I enjoy a lot of the weapons too. Yeah, it was a month for the day one patch. That was the time, wasn't it? So much possibility, huh? The hell? Jacket's incredibly detailed bandages. You got to appreciate them.
We hope you have a pleasant flight.
Damn. Nyan Redeem picked my heister? I'm so sorry, I don't see that when I'm in multi-stream chat. Who should I be playing that isn't Jacket? We'll switch it up for the next one. Nobody cares about Pearl? Ah, I see. I see a problem. I'll play Pearl, why not? If we get more Armor 2.0 type updates. Agreed. I think this one took a much bigger step than most. I'm really excited for what they can do with Skills 2.0. I've said it a couple of times, but I have been privy to like the planned approach for certain things, and I'm pretty excited. But I can say no more. And also, we have no idea if it's going to look even slightly like it will on like it did when I had a look at it. But I think Andreas said it himself. Like, you can expect the end of Grit Edge Rush one way or another. Payday 2 added 17 heists in 2 years. And that's pretty good going. Payday 3 in 1 3/4 years. Is that what we're up to now? Has added... We start with 8. So they've added 9. It ain't great going. But it could be worse. Turbid Station, Overkill Public Lobby. No, thank you. That's more of a Cloud Dasher experience. He's a people person. Half the heist and twice the time. Yeah, something like that. I do have a degree of like sympathy, bearing in mind all the issues we know that almost certainly having developing on console, because they're, I think even they would admit, they're console development rookies. Best thing in the game. Fire extinguishers.
Let's get on the floor.
Very general statement. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of why they suck at developing for Payday 3 on console, but they do. I mean, shit, they suck at developing for Payday 2 on console as well. They got a rich history of sucking in that field. I think if there's one thing that I'm very confident will be to the advantage of Den of Wolves, it's the fact that they intend to release on console, but only after an early access period is finished. If Payday 3 had released in an early access, when it released, with all the problems it released with, mind you, but was able to patch itself rapidly because it was a Steam game, we might be looking at a very different situation today.
Please use protection.
No, that isn't just cope. I truly believe that. With this setup, all the cops are constantly falling over. It's very funny. I mean, the FSA is undoubtedly king, but the Sweepen's so satisfying, man. You cannot deny its the satisfaction of a 3-round burst shotgun. Crime Wave Edition Purgatory. Oh yeah. Don't get me started on the Safecracker Edition. Guys, I've been doing my research. I made a bloody video on Payday Safecracker Edition. If you search into Google Payday 2, sorry, Safecracker Edition, mine is one of the videos that comes up. You can hear me from like 11 years ago
Zapper down.
going like, what's up guys? Console edition on its way. It's the DLC that came out for like Xbox 360 and PS5. Hang on, one of these things is not like the other. And PS3, and it was so it was the first 2 gauge weapon packs in Armored Transport. That's all that was in there. Still wonder what could have been if they just delayed the release into the year. I think they still would have run into the same like teething pains with console, and so there would have still been a frustratingly slow update cadence. Even if the game, if they delayed it a year, I bet it would have released with 12 heists. So only 4 more heists. We would have got like the bad apple heist. So I don't know if the delay was like what we needed to save it. I think a different approach to launch would have probably gone harder. And so it was partially that they had issues with Sony. I can't remember whose fault it was. They literally released the beta version of the game. So that sounds like it was probably their fault. But yeah, the patch was delayed for a lot of certification issues.
We fight to win.
No, Bracken, it definitely wouldn't be as bad. Absolutely. But I don't think it would be the manna from heaven that we needed. Moolah! Yeah, the console cert stuff is awful, and it really prevents them from releasing rapid patches and hotfixes, which is what the game has needed pretty much since day one. They patched being able to see the money through the safes, by the way. Basically ruined my life. TY for your information on Santa's Workshop heist achievements. Wow, Toxic Sammer, that's... I can't listen to myself from back then, so I do apologize to Eve Etsy. But yeah, they were some of the, like, the grinded out achievements, if I remember correctly. And there was also, like, the Cloaker Gold one, maybe? I've got one bag, boys. I'm raring to go. By the way, guys, I'm running the skill that lets me take reduced damage when people are marked, so that's why you'll see me actually marking despite the fact I don't have Assassin's Metal up yet. Pretty nifty. What is going on here? What I just walked into? Absolute sausage fest. Yeah, I used to grind out Santa's Workshop like a madman back in the day.
The beast has fallen. Use electricity to stun.
Turn around, please. Oh, I'm getting out one way or another. Let me through. Up for the reset. We go again. Sir, please don't snipe me.
Has its limits.
Sniper's having an absolute mare getting a hit off on me. Get them, boys. That was satisfying. Sociopath remains just like the most fun addition to the game. Overskills in general. I'm pretty impressed with how they've been pulled off in the end. Nah, no rest track has standed the same since day one. Whether that's a good or a bad thing. Oh, this is an absolute OG. One of the best tracks in the game, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it's within their power to break shit randomly. Sorry, I told you no one was safe though. This build doesn't even need ouch. This build doesn't actually need combat reload. You're just able to like chain it repeatedly regardless. Use speed with the snipers is a bit nutty. Yeah, it can be a little frustrating, especially on heists that have horrible sightlines for them. But I'd rather they were nutty than utterly useless, so... I'm kinda here for it. What is going on here, boys? That's how I heal myself. There she is! Get her! After her! Just got here any news? Yeah, nothing on new updates yet. No secret partner information either. Guys, I haven't dropped equipment yet. Do you want to know why? Kind of embarrassing.
Please enjoy this complimentary
Don't laugh.
medical
Oh.
supplies.
That one's stone. Don't laugh, guys. I ain't got a lot. Tell you what, that does give me a hell of a lot of overheal. Yeah, snipers ruined the most fun playstyle. In Payday 2, Anarchist was undefeated in my eyes, but they found a way with snipers. Not the FBI. She didn't even stop moving. Rest in peace, Agent Stone. You might as well use a sentry. To be fair, 2 medkits is all you need. 2 medkits. Let's go down twice on a heist with no penalty. I would run a sentry, but like a single sentry with no skills back in it, not great. So that's why there won't be a sentry on the build. Boys, it looks like a mess over there. Don't worry, lads. I got this. I can't see anything. I'm just looking for red targets to hit. I literally cannot see a thing. I'm getting, like, ballooned. There it is. You're right, buddy. God damn it. Oh yeah, we can leave the heist. What are we doing? I'm just hearing constant sniper shots. It's crazy. They are so prevalent now. Is that all loot? Wait. We left a bag? Guys, we left a bag. Daisy. Yeah, I don't understand why the Hardcore Henry stuff went. I assume it's because the relationship was with like Bo, because I heard they had a great relationship with the devs, with the directors. That's always the story you hear, anyway. So I'm shocked that, bearing in mind the franchise of Hardcore Henry is almost certainly done and dusted. Like, why take our boy from us? What was the need? Hardcore Henry is absolutely goated, but that content should still probably be in Payday 2 in my eyes. Yo, ammo bags! Shotguns still just have no ammo problems. It's crazy. Yeah, he is like super into gaming. Like, that's why Hardcore Henry was filmed as it was. I understand it. Chemical weapons? Uh-oh. I've got so much health. Goodness gracious. How are they gonna kill me? Yeah, I'm not even Infamy 400 yet, or Renowned 400. But I just don't see the point grinding it. I pretty much play this account on stream, and if I'm doing anything else, I'm doing it on, like, playtest builds. So that's why. First World Bank, I've really not played it a lot since. This armor set's so silly. It doesn't get simpler either. That's what's so good about it. I'm missing like loads of key skills for cooperation, but because I'm so tanky, it hardly matters. That's sort of the beauty of it. Let's get my ass ballers out. I don't mind if you played no overkill. I've got complete faith in you. Pinumby! Can't believe I've not had you added until now. We'll dominate overkill, no problem. Don't forget to play Pearl. Ah! Sorry, boys. I'm bad at this. She's my number one, dude. It crashed my game. A game process. I just got a stack overflow from trying to equip Pearl. It's over, guys. Payday 3 is over. Pearl has broken it. What the hell? Payday doesn't like Pearl. Yep. Canonically done for. You should have special FBI enemies with the FBI van. One taken name, you're 100% correct. I have pushed for FBI van changes. I've suggested just like a wave that protects the van and means you actually have to run into something dangerous. Hell, give it like one dozer that spawns with it. That'd probably like do a bit of the job. Alright, let's try again. Okay, Pearl is so bad, dude. Hang on. I need to try out that new mask that I got from watching Commander CH's stream. Shout outs. This looks like it goes. Right, I was queuing First World Bank, wasn't I? Let's try again, lads. The menu looks so different from launch. To be fair, the menu's improved massively. Functionality-wise, not a whole ton. Your like weapons and stuff are still a bloody nightmare to find. For some reason, they've not organized this in the slightest. Also, when are they going to add the new presets, guys? When are they adding the Mass Mania mask? Sniped. Sniped for saying the words. Yeah, I do think like first impressions count a lot. I was saying to Mary in a top hat though, they gotta do something about the fact the track is the same, because some gamers have got that PTSD from launch. Did I say anything about holdout mode? I don't even need to be sworn to secrecy on this. I legitimately think they've shelved it. Like, I don't think we're getting holdout mode anytime soon. Obviously, it was a leak. It was not an intentional showcase. When it was the First World Bank update, was it, that had holdout in it? But I don't think we've not heard anything since. If the content was like close to coming or like ready to go, I don't know why they wouldn't just chuck it in the game, because we desperately need content. So I don't know what's going on with it. But when I was last in Sweden, I was there for Den of Wolves, so I met up with some Payday people, but none of the Starbreeze blew me away stuff. It's all off the record. You have the same headphones? Every time these headphones die, which is like every few years, when I say die, like just fall apart because I think my head sweats too much. But every time they call it a day, I just buy another set. I love them so much.
It's showtime.
Nobody question this. I mean, what would you do if you were just getting your money out and someone just came up to you and started slapping your ass with a hammer? Wait, there's no money in this ATM. Also, how am I not...
On the fucking floor.
What's going on? How have they not noticed me? You have the wired ones? These are wired. These are wired. I don't trust wireless anything. My keyboard is the only thing that's wireless, and it's the only thing that breaks on the stream. Whatever happened to Payday Mobile? Yeah, they called it a day. It was, I think the way Pop Reach saw it, it was such a low sunk cost. Like, they paid $50K for the game and all the assets. they probably made like they probably sunk a further 50k in developing it. That's maybe an underestimation. Actually, they had quite a few people working on it, and that's like salaries and resources. So they probably sunk like maybe 200k more working on it, made back 150k, and went, yeah, we're not investing any more in this. There was no reason to spend money on it as far as I was concerned. Like I didn't hate Crime War. I thought it was okay, but I actually thought they had some really good ideas in terms of how they were scaling difficulty. But yeah, the overall experience was never monetizable in my opinion. And I think in hindsight, maybe not just sticking to the multiplayer PvP idea bit them in the arse. Because it was difficult to sell a game that was like Payday 2 mobile when you could just play Payday 2 on a potato. You know? Yankatek, I keep my phone constantly plugged in. There you go. I'm even wired there. The networking was so good in Payday 2. I mean, like, peer-to-peer just tends to work even if it's janky. You're starting to sober up? Someone needs a beer. Actually, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that. That's sensible. Drink responsibly. I sound like a Guinness ad now. Ragdoll, brother. Why make it? It was literally just like super low risk for pop reach. That's why they did it. Originally, Crime War was meant to be a much bigger project. It died alongside Bo Anderson's dreams. By the way, did you guys see him absolutely crashing out about the lawsuit on LinkedIn? That guy just like pranked me, man. Very, very interesting. Was that a ragdoll? That looked incredible. I saw someone post it on the Reddit and he was crashing out. It's good to know he's like not vaccinated. Information I didn't know I needed. What lawsuit? I think he's engaging in a lawsuit related to some like OpenAI or something. Something like really peculiar. Epic rap battle. Yeah, I mean, at first I was like, well, no, like he's really crashing out. Like, I hope he's okay. And then I got the sort of context of it, which was like the conspiracy theorist kind of, they're gonna send someone to knock me off, and I've already got an AK bullet lodged in my spleen or whatever it is that he claims. It's gonna be in the comments soon. Payday 2 is one of the best networking things you've ever seen. Hey Bay, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of it from a technical standpoint, but I know that I've never really had too many issues with it. So no wonder. I will always like credit Payday 2's like accessibility, as in the ability to run it on basically any machine. For one of the reasons it had the longevity and like widespread appeal it did. Right for the boys. Imagine Payday the Heist on mobile. I think phones could probably more than handle it. Maybe that's the play, guys. Sorry, guys, this is my fault. I'm hoarding the oxygen. I need to breathe, man. What's going on up there? Doesn't look good. This truly is the only heist track in the game that doesn't get me salivating. Whoop. Got a manager's office around here. If you lobotomize the hell out of the AI, give them that Payday 3 AI, dude. Well, they just miss every shot. I can't wrap my head around why they're... Like, they've just got such ass aim. Payday 2 was quite CPU heavy. I mean, I truly believed it was running on people's potatoes, so... Haven't you added me on Steam? The odds are slim because I have a full friends list. However, plausible. Because when I first started out, I added everyone. Like any 15-year-old would. Dude, I'm famous. My Steam friends list is full. Regretted that quite quickly. But it's possible. I have been known to, especially people who've won competitions or something. It's easiest for me to like gift things through Steam that way. You guys are great friends. Who knew? A reunion. A reunion in the YouTube chat. We love to see it. Quite a lot of optimization went into Payday 3. I do feel like the Unreal Engine framework gives them an advantage there. As much as people clown on it, and as much as it kind of pisses me off for how generic certain assets look. But sometimes Payday 3 is actually a gorgeous looking game. And then other times, it's like these goddamn, I was gonna call them polystyrene men, plasticine men. Oh, I do love the Reinfeld's newfound ability to collapse. Makes it so much more viable as a pump action. Ooh. Straight into the abyss. But the fear and greed stuff, that was all just like the art direction on it. They just got that one wrong. That wasn't technical incompetence. That was we think it's gonna look nice in blue. But yeah, touch the sky is quite pretty. I think they do really well. The environmental artists do a good job. Probably the greatest praise I can give Party Powder is that the heist looks great. It's really atmospheric. Did you guys see it was made by 2 level artists? It was on their art station. As a frequent Starbreeze stalker, you know the deal. I did see that only 2 level artists worked on Party Powder to make that a reality. So if ever you're frustrated, keep that in mind. Painfully understaffed. I got a live stream? No, it's a real basic Payday 3 live stream. I wanted some footage for a Armor 2.0 video I'm working on. And as always, the boys turned up. Mostly inherited from Overkill's The Walking Dead. I thought Overkill's The Walking Dead had serious performance issues at launch, if I remember. But yeah, an awful lot, I believe, is inherited from Overkill's The Walking Dead. Even some of the weapon names are. And if I remember, they're like brands and things. A lot of the design team was. It's just the way the churn was at Starbreeze. That's a lot of thermite. Yes, the baked lighting, cool for letting the game run on lower end hardware. Not cool for apparently making it almost impossible for them to actually randomize room placements, which was a big thing in Payday 2, at least in some of its more simplistic heists. It added a lot of replayability to heists that are otherwise don't have a lot of depth, you know. Any clear info on what's next? Skills 2.0, they're coming. Whether or not they're next, I don't know. We also know there's a heist in progress. They seem pretty proud of. Hey, get your gun out. What are you doing? Get go, fools. What the hell did I just hit gently? Was that a cob? Goat Sim 3 crossover? It's time. I'd legitimately be so excited for another Goat Simulator heist. I think just the memes enough would be enough to like sell it. It's probably a limitation with Unreal Engine. I don't have the technical nous to say one way or another. I just understand it's one of the reasons why randomization has been limited to weird things like codes, keycard placement, stuff like that. Oh no, it would be agonizing, Ravenous. It absolutely would. How did they even get the sprinklers on? We've been getting back into loving Payday. Caleb, I'm really happy to hear that. This was a good update to pick back up again. How have you been finding Arma 2.0? Is it easy to understand? I think fundamentally, even if it's hard to understand, it's easy to put together something pretty like competent, which is likely the most important thing. What's going on out here? I think there's a cloaker there as well. Need to hit those shots. What the? FBI assault in it. You recognize the Payday 2 armor instantly? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like, a lot of people are going to gravitate towards that, and it's definitely one of the stronger options, especially the way it works with armor repair kits right now. They need engine devs to possibly code the alternative lighting solutions. Yeah. And that just sounds like it's way outside of their purview right now. I don't believe they can get someone into... Wait, that's not a techie's drone. I don't think they can even get anyone in right now to code new AI behaviors, so... Cave in and use dynamic lighting. I believe it's been brought up. But if you're saying it's a massive boon to performance, I can understand the decision more than I could otherwise. This is a problem. This is a problem because I don't have a way to stop him. Like, where the hell is he going? Save our friend. Huge. Team players. You love to see it. You little... I'm disengaging. I ain't dealing with this shit. Him again. God, she made a satisfying death noise. Boop. Boop. No jacket means no cool noises when I'm popping off. Shotguns just like break the dose AI, by the way. That's why you're able to stand in front of them and just blast them. Just another reason why shotguns are a little bit on the unfair side. Guys, I haven't lost a plate of armor yet. You know what? We'll record the end of this just to show how stupid this build can be. The entire purpose of it is that I go down to one plate. But half the time the cops can't get you down to one plate unless they snipe you. Very funny. That dude just fell over, right? Like, did you guys see that? I don't think anyone shot him. Oh yeah, keep coming, lads. This is like genuinely like shooting fish in a barrel. To be fair, they actually built in some RNG into this heist with the random escape location. And everyone hated it because the randomized escape is way harder. Very funny. Yeah, the game needs some real investment. It's more likely to receive a sizable amount under current leadership than it was under previous leadership. Because I think our boy Adolf has a lot more faith in Payday as an IP. But I still don't necessarily think it's I still don't necessarily think it's going to happen to the extent we'd like it to. Just limitations. And you can see the temptation, especially with the, like, Wizards of the Coast licensing, to give Baxter the old college try, you know? Rare bit of ADSing. What's regenerating my armor? It's the passive on the foreplate. With the foreplate, every kill I get another 3 points of armor. Which is how I'm heading back to full. It was actually my passive suggestion that I take a minuscule amount of credit. Because like hell did I balance it. There you go, boys. Clear the path. Does this work on every plate? No, it's only going to work on the resistant plate, right? Someone must have the sniper. It's the only explanation why people are just randomly falling over halfway across the map from me. Mate, get your weapon out! You useless pillock. Yeah, it's the Red Fox, okay. Makes sense. Have we not secured all loot? It's so funny, she said they got snipers and reinforcement out front, and you run out there and there's just no one around. It's legitimately pathetic. Yeah, they have already quite significant development expenses, so a new release right now, pretty much no matter what the brand reputation is always gonna do bigger numbers than Payday 3 at this stage in its life, unless they were able to do like a full-on transformation No Man's Sky style, but I don't think anyone necessarily expects that. I think the fact that this section doesn't close down makes life just a lot easier. Get it. Now, I want to see if I can tank the explosion. Hang on, maybe I still can. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Adrenaline in it. Just adrenaline things. Yo! Big ambush! It's huge! I was afraid we wouldn't escape. Where did you come from, buddy? A rare cop appearance at the escape? What the hell? There's actually loads of them. I don't think I've ever seen this happen. Oh, they're all getting zapped. Rest in peace, the boys. I think that's actually a scripted spawn functioning. That's crazy. Payday 3's one and only. It's my favorite heist in Payday 3. Probably Fear and Greed. Yeah, probably Fear and Greed. I do still enjoy Boys in Blue, despite my initial disappointment with it. got them, boys. They ain't coming through. You can't tank full damage yet. Adrenaline's never fully functioned as it should. Well, that was fun. I enjoy a bit of first world back from time to time. Your boy was kill farming. Sorry for not helping with the objectives, lads. Thoughts on the Sociopath overkill? It's mega strong. I think now, if you don't have a weapon that deals with dozers, you're better off with the HET. I don't even have these leveled up on my main account. I have them leveled up on the Starbreeze partner account. But yeah, I think the Red Fox is crazy good still for killing dozers, and dozers are way more prevalent, so this one's gone up a tier. I've probably dropped the Argus down a tier because I just find it so clunky to use. It's unbelievable. You can get 90% damage reduction, which, like, you're not going to take any damage. It stacks on top of other resistance buffs and things. But yeah, obviously this is the stealth bring, so it's kind of not rateable, but I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. The Mamba's still the worst, but it's still fun. Still fun and still pretty viable, but not brilliant, put it that way. Alright. What's an ass gun? I feel the 80k is really fallen off. I'm going to run the Channel. Why not? No one can stop me. And we'll boys in blue. Mamba's fun. Completely agree. They're all viable. They're all viable. It's just the Mamba doesn't have a proper niche because it's meant to be like crowd control and AoE. But the HET Red Fox now does that better. Sociopath does it pretty well as well. I mean, shit, even the minigun doesn't do badly at it. The one-plate adaptive build has been a ton of fun. That's basically the Anarchist playstyle from Payday 2. It's one of my favorites. Poison Brew. The Reinfeld? Like, I don't think this weapon's that bad. I genuinely think I'm worse with the Channel because I get out of like burst rhythm with it and start panicking. Do I still think the FSA is the best gun for loud? Yeah, nothing comes close. The Pursuit's pretty good too. Shotguns in general are monstrous, but yeah, the FSA is like totally busted. After that, it's probably the like secondaries. I think the Browning's unbelievable. The Jackknife, the Deagle's really good. The Justicar's amazing too. I'll run it here, even though I don't have a suppressor on it yet. Here's my loud build right now. No support skills. Kind of pathetic. These are some of the best skills in the game, but I just don't think I need them. I'm purely being selfish and trying to stay alive. Ooh, we got into the Heist. Bunch of fortitude skills to max up health, which is funny because I'm running a 4-plate armor, but I just don't care about the plates. But we run Hardy anyway because the skill is what makes it really difficult for doses to kill you like, towards the late game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they abandoned their old names for weapons. Like calling it the Shannet instead of the Clarion just seemed unnecessary. I thought he lived that. But that beat cop lit an entire burst of my mass. It's a lot easier if you grab some civs outside. Is the 4 shield build best for loud? My personal opinion is that for one shield plate, one like resistant plate, sorry, 3 impact is the best. Once you have like FAKs, armor repair kits online. But if you don't necessarily have access to that, you just can't beat 4 blues. They're so hard to break. It's just so much resistance, and then it becomes a 1-plate build. You'll see. It's basically a 4-plate build that doesn't care about its plates that much until it gets to the final one. So it's mostly there for the passive. Where you going, mate? 1 impact plate is the best for real. I mean, it's fun. You get absolutely demolished by dozers. But if you enjoy getting demolished by those, holy, that's a lot of bursts for that kill. My disappointment is immeasurable. Can I get run over? No. Too much Rocket City, baby. I can't believe how bad FAMAS is against shields. That's ass. That's way too many shots. Hey. The blues resistant? Yeah. Blues resistant, impact are the kind of pissy yellow ones. And then adaptive are now green instead of purple because they hate nice colors. I like green. Green's a fine color, but game freeze. The Payday 3 classic. Someone in Axelbyte spilling their like coffee on the servers again. Hello. Judge is pretty good too, isn't it? Who'd have thought? I think 4 blues is like the easiest to play as well. So yeah. In my humble opinion, 4 blues is the way to go. Hang on, I got some idiots to kill. They're kind of pissing me off and I want some health back. Eh. Sir, did you just stop that? Thank you. I was like such a love tap because I didn't want to hurt the civilian. Oh, speak of the devil. Whoopsie daisy. Where's she at? There's she at. Okay, I'm just shooting. Ah! No, my armor. What will I do? Yeah, I guess snipers are like this build's major downfall, but it's not really that major of a downfall because you only care about that final plate, like I said. And now you don't want to hurt civilians. I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt my civilians, but I don't mind hurting yours. That's how this works. I think they'll add a dodge passive for 1 plate frame. Maybe. Maybe. I know dodge was something that was discussed. It was actually something Mira mentioned a little while back, if I remember. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it one day. Maybe one day, relatively soon. I love saying things like I have some sort of insider information when I absolutely don't. Well, not on this topic, at least. I realize that could be misleading. Yeah, they couldn't call it the judge, and they've done that with lots of weapons. Like that, the Justicar's fine. It's just so bloody edgy, man. You can see how much health I've got because they've actually taken my armor from me, and I do care a little bit, but not that much. I'll be honest. No hostage trading skills either. Like, I would benefit from hostages being traded, but as long as I can get my hands on that 1 plate, I'm fine. Yeah, it's a pretty cheesy name. A little bit over the top. But I Payday's always been pretty over the top. Also, I don't know why I'm moving around like I'm movement training or something. I'm genuinely just trying to keep my hands warm. Has the cloaker done that thing where he's got stuck underneath the floor again? He's in the walls, man. Goddamn alien. He's... Mate, where are you? Yeah, he's definitely stuck in the floor. Yeah, it's the same as the Zapper and the Taser, right? They never had the license to use Taser, but it was one of those like ask forgiveness instead of permission. But now they were like, yeah, we should probably do this by the books. What are these lads doing? They just got into position and then got lobotomized. You love to see it. Great. Now I'll shoot this guy, I guess. Godlike accuracy. Straight shooter over here. Oh, they finally got me down to one plate. I've only just noticed. Ooh, that's someone using a shotgun. You can mark an unbelievable amount of people with one toss in that area. So fed up with how tanky shields are against me though. Hiya lads. Welcome to the meat grinder. The skill that stuns people up close is so slept on. The burst should be faster. Yeah, give me that G11 from Black Ops 1, man. That's the weapon I wanted. At least it's a decent anti-sniper weapon. What the hell are sabotage units doing here at this stage? They don't have anything to sabotage. Guys are crazy. I didn't mean to press that button. Oh well. We'll make the most of it. What are you guys looking at? I need to know. Fight me. Payday 3 AI, man. The burst delay is really punishing if you've got ass aim like I do. Speak of the devil. I don't know, I feel like I need the skill that increases my damage against marked targets. That would really help out.
Shields down.
Lads. Wait, hang on, come back. I need you! Ah! Okay. Not ideal, but oh well. They're gonna have to do something about Hardy, aren't they? It basically makes dozers, who are the main threat in the game, irrelevant. I say that snipers are really the main threat right now. I think if like the snipers are absolutely fine as they are, if they wanted to nerf them at all, they should just nerf their spawn rate slightly. I just feel like I see them ever so slightly too often. Still a top tier Heist track, this. Also, like the ambient passing by train stuff, it's not something we see all that often in Payday Heists, like actual background details. Decent for the atmosphere. so many bursts though. He died slowly, didn't he? Oh, nice shot, Bozo. Dude just missed me. I feel like the... Oh. You alright, brother? Somebody help him. Somebody help my friend. Just having the strength to hold that, There I go, getting smacked again. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, what's happening? We're having a good time. I'm gonna throw out a smoke grenade. Hang about. How many shots do you reckon this takes? God damn. Almost an entire mag to kill one dozer. That's pretty rough. Well, I actually need some footage of being at low health. Yeah, cop spawns have... I would like to land my shots, please. Cop spawns have been increased in general across the map. Turn on the recording, can't hit a shot. Oh, I need to unlock the bloody door, I'm sorry. This happens way too frequently. I was locked in the worst way possible. I feel like I should have had something with an actual suppressor, like the Browning, in my secondary slot. Yeah, back to full health again. No healing required. Ooh, sorry, boys. Almir behavior. You know how it is. What do they say? Imitation is the best form of flattery. I just got that. Give it a hell of a lot of IP for whoever was asking earlier. Not great money, but a lot of experience. Alright, guys. Recording has started. Kill hungry. Yeah, completely distracted. I don't even think I'm going to use that because it looked like ass. Don't ever tell YouTube that I use the channel and can't hit my shots. Alright. As ever, it's an absolute pleasure. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm just going to zoom to Saturday night. Enjoy it. Go out, hit the town. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be sitting in the room, potentially playing Mario Kart. But thank you for assisting and getting that. Damn, I need to be placing more medic bags. Hopefully you'll see yourselves in a video shortly. The video is mostly ready to go. I just want some co-op gameplay. That's what a final charge should feel like. Yeah, Boys in Blue does a half-decent job of it, actually. Good shout. Yeah, it was a pleasure. Fun little stream. Hopefully we'll get some news next week. We'll see. Or maybe they'll hit us with the... It's the June break. It was July they all got time off. I don't know. I'm not sure I actually believe that was a huge part of the content drought last year. So let's see. Let's see what happens this year. Anyway, take care. See you soon.